guys, we have an urgent breaking news coming out. US President deploys secretive night stalkers regiment as Venezuela mobilizes millions of troops, raising fears of all-out war. Wow. Alright, so we're going to see what's going on here. Night stalkers deployed. Let me show you some of these pictures here. Look at this here, guys. Once again, please share the video. At the same time, I posted a video about 2 hours ago, excuse me. Nicolas Maduro activated 6.2 million militias. I mean, that's a huge number. 6.2 million militia. What in the world? Death waits in the dark. Is that a white horse with wings on him? And it seems like the one in the back, it seems like it's death on a white horse. And he has a sword. Kind of reminds me of the horsemen of the apocalypse. Alright, we're gonna get to all this news here, guys. Do me a favor, hit that like, hit that subscribe. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife Jessica Santiago at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida 34691. And for those of you that want to contribute to the channel, we do have the Cash App link and the PayPal link in the comments box and also description box. Thank you again for your support. Guys, once again, stay updated, subscribe, and click that bell for real-time news alert. Also, what do you think about this topic? Leave comments down below. And yeah, we're going to see what's going on with that news. Also, guys, make sure you follow me over at the Prepper Watch News. I've been posting videos today. All these information will be in the comments box. Thank you again for your support, guys. I really appreciate it. Again, super chat or the comments box chat. Thank you. I really appreciate it. All right, let's see what's going on here. This is kind of a whole different ball game. The U.S. president has deployed one of the Army's most secretive regiment in the Caribbean after threatening strike inside Venezuela. Now, the president warned Nicolas that he better not mess around with the U.S. as he spoke to reporters at the White House on Friday. Now, the president has ordered 5 strikes over the last 2 months on Venezuelan boats in the Caribbean. Now, it says here, the strike come against the backdrop of the largest U.S. military buildup in the region since the Cold War. Nicolas claims to have mobilized 6.2 million militia and is warning the population that the president is preparing to invade. Wow. Military experts say that the true size of its army is just 125,000 soldiers. Alright, so 125,000 soldiers and his rusty hardware stands no chance against the U.S. warfighting machine. Alright, so the U.S. president has deployed B-52 nuclear bombers, guided missile destroyers, F-35B fighter jets, P-8 Poseidon spy planes, a nuclear sub, and around 6,500 troops. Included in that group is the Army 160th Special Operation Aviation Regiment, known as the Night Stalker. Boom. Jeez, imagine that. Seeing them helicopters just coming towards your way. Um, here's another picture. Hmm. And then we have this one here. Death waits in the dark. I really don't like this, to be honest. I just don't like. I don't like this patch. I'm sorry, but again, I'm a type of person that I just can't represent something like this. Again, when you have death on a white horse, and again, white um, symbolizes pure. It's like our heavenly Father Jesus Christ, and then death symbolizes evil. You know, and I'm not down with this patch right here. A lot of people's gonna be like, oh, it's just a military stuff. Yeah, well, I'm not down with it. I'm not down with it. I truly apologize about some of these advertisement guys. I truly apologize. I try to keep it clean here, but again, these are the news articles. You got all these crazy advertisements, so I truly apologize about that. The Elite Aviation Unit provides precision air support for special operations forces, including the Green Beret, the Navy SEALs, and Delta Force. Now, famously, two of its Black Hawks were taken down during Operation Gothic Serpent in 1993. Wow. All right, so Gothic. That's when Batman movie came out. Once again, 1993 in Somalia, leading to one of the most intense urban firefights in modern history, and immortalized in the movie The Black Hawk Dawn. Now, the story unit has taken part in extensive counter-T operations in Iraq, Afghan, and Syria in recent years. Now, the Night Stalkers, so called for their capability to strike undetected during the hours of darkness, represent U.S. Special Operation Aviation backbone, bringing stealth and precision. Its soldiers proudly wear patches emblazoned with the regimental mottos it says Night Stalkers don't quit, and death awaits, or death waits in the dark. They employ highly modified Chinook, Black Hawk, and assault and strike configurations of Little Bird helicopters. Now, around 90 miles from where the U.S. President troops lie in wait, Russian-made fighter jets soar above the streets of Venezuela as intense training gathers pace. Now, Nicholas is pumping out propaganda, calling the sleeping giant a Nazi state that wants to claim Venezuela oil as he rushes troops to the coastline and the border with Colombia. Here's the thing: all that stuff that Nicholas is saying that Donald wants the oil is all baloney. There's nothing to back that up. So raise your hands if you want to be a slave to the gringos. This dude needs to go. So Nicholas said earlier this week, if you want peace, get ready to earn peace. The people are ready for combat, ready for battle. Man. Unbelievable. How dare he call us gringos? It says here, the U.S. military on Friday announced it is holding two survivors aboard a Navy ship after pulling them out of a suspected boat that was targeted by a strike. Now, the bombing reportedly taken two other individuals. Now, the recent disclosure from the military indicates they are prisoners of war following the U.S. Commander-in-Chief vow to eliminate these gangs in the Caribbean. Now, the vessel was moving underwater and was possibly hit by a submarine. According to Reuters, Now, the U.S. Commander-in-Chief provided more details during his Friday cabinet meeting with Zelensky by stating it was a submarine. That was a drug-carrying submarine built specifically for the transportation of massive amounts of these products. Just so you understand, this was not an innocent group of people. Now, again, I gotta agree with Donald. There are submarines out there. You could look up these videos, like the Coast Guard going after the gang submarine off the coast of Florida. And I live in Florida. We hear this stuff all the time. But again, if you watch the videos on YouTube, it's amazing how the Coast Guard, they jump from their boat onto their submarine and they start banging on a hatch and they open it up and, game over for them inside. And so that's a risky job. And you could find the videos on YouTube. I mean, the Coast Guard and the Navy and all them, they do amazing job. They don't get that much credit though. All right, so once again, the U.S. president Wednesday, he has given the Central Intelligence Agency permission to conduct mission inside Venezuela. Now, the president also unveiled on Truth Social earlier this week that the Secretary of War ordered the lethal kinetic on the gang vessel. Now, the U.S. commander said that Pete Hegseth conducted the deadly operation with his permission. Now, once again, the operation is believed to have taken 6 men on board the vessel while they were traveling in international waters. Since being back in the White House, the U.S. commander has accused of Nicholas of being the leader gang. All right, so Nicholas, meanwhile, on Wednesday denounced the U.S. Commander-in-Chief the use of the CI-you-know-who-A to institute a possible and a change as desperate. So what are your thoughts, guys? Leave comments down below. So how long will the CI-you-know-who-A continue to carry out with its coup? Latin America doesn't want them, doesn't need them, and repudiates them, Nicholas said in a televised address. On Wednesday, the U.S. Commander-in-Chief disclosed he had authorized the Central Intelligence Agency to conduct covert operation inside Venezuela, adding the speculation in Caracas that the U.S. is attempting to topple Nicholas. In a letter to the UN 15-member Security Council seen by Reuters, Venezuela UN Ambassador Samuel asked for a UN determination that the U.S. strike of its coast are illegal and issue a statement backing Venezuela's sovereignty. The U.S. Chief administration has asserted its treaty alleged of these gangs as unlawful combatant who must be met with military force. Less than a week ago, the Pentagon announced its counter-narcotic operation in the region will not be led by Miami-based Southern Command, which oversees U.S. military activity in Latin America. Instead, the Pentagon said a task force was being created that would be led by 2 Marine Expeditionary Force, a unit capable of rapid overseas operation that is based at Camp Lejeune in North Carolina. That decision came as a surprise to U.S. military watchers, since a combatant command like Southern Command would normally lead any high-profile operations. Earlier on Thursday, Defense Secretary Pete announced that Admiral Alvin, who leads the U.S. command, will step down at the end of this year, 2 years ahead of schedule, in a surprise move. Something is going on here, guys. I mean, we did talk about this news, but something strange is going on for him to be stepping down. All right, so I guess he don't want to be down with this operation here. He just don't want to be involved in it. The top left on the Senate Armed Services Committee, Senator Jack Reed called Admiral Alvin unexpected resignation, troubling giving mounting fears of a potential U.S. confrontation with Venezuela. So he knows something's about to hit the fan. He's like, look, I'm out. I don't want no part of this. Admiral Halsey resignation only deepens my concerns that the administration is ignoring the hard-earned lessons of previous U.S. military campaigns and the advice of our most experienced warfighters, Reed said in a statement. Halsey became the leader of U.S. Southern Command only in November, overseeing an area that encompasses the Caribbean, sea, and water of South America. These type of posting typically last between 3 and 4 years. Frustration with the attack has been growing on Capitol Hill. Some Republicans have been seeking more information from the White House on the legal justification and details of the strike, while the left contend the strike violates U.S. and international law. That's where we are right now. So right now, guys, you have the U.S. Admiral. He resigned. You have the U.S. Commander-in-Chief deploys secretive Night Stalkers. Venezuela mobilizes millions of troops. It's just a matter of time when things start hitting the fan. We are seeing it. We are living it. We are witnessing Bible prophecy happening right in front of our faces. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Do me a favor. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Make sure you follow me on all my channels. The links will be in the description box and also the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.